Nation, let's get it. Yo, salute to everybody already here in the building, man. Y'all know what time it is. Well, I mean, I guess I didn't know what time it is, but welcome to the latest installment of Coffee and Convo. I am your host, Graphk Raider, man. Salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history, man. Make sure you guys wipe them feet, meaning hit them thumbs up to all the new people in the building, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are on our way to 30,000 subscribers. We cannot do that without you guys. And first and foremost, salute to my brother Hug D's. He hit me up in the DM. Salute to my brother Hammer. Yes, I set up the show in New York City last night. The time when you do it on StreamYard is set up. Yeah, I totally messed it up. So I usually set my shows up at 1 p.m. Central Time. So my apologies to everybody that was sitting around waiting. I appreciate every single one of you guys. And real quick, salute to our proud sponsors over at BetUS. This live stream is powered by BetUS. Make sure to head over there, use promo code U2150 to get 150% bonus on your first deposit and 125% bonus on your next two deposits. Once again, using promo code U2150, the best, fastest payouts in the industry. Make sure you go over there, man, and tell them that I sent you. Once again, salute to our proud sponsors over at BetUS, man. How's everybody doing right now, man? You know, a long trip yesterday, you guys. It was nasty work. Once again, salute to everybody that came out to Bar Anticipation and come out and hung out with my guys, man. We had a ball. Salute to there's too many names. Just salute to everybody that came out and rocked with us. Rough flight home, you guys. Nasty, man. Still trying to get over this hangover of this Carolina Panthers loss. We're going to talk a little bit about that today. We're going to look forward as well. Start talking about this Cleveland Browns team that we have this weekend, man. They look really bad right now, you guys. They have a lot of issues on that O-line right now, some injuries. Deshaun Watson looks really bad. I'm going to tell you guys now, yes, we lost to the Carolina Panthers. It was disgusting. You lost to the worst team in the NFL. But if there's any team that you can try and right the ship right now in the NFL to face outside of the Jacksonville Jaguars, it probably would be the Cleveland Browns, man. They are struggling mightily right now. We're going to talk briefly about that at the end of the show. But yeah, man, salute once again to everybody here rocking with us. A lot to talk about. Did you guys see? I don't know if anybody checked out JT the Brick, man. Salute to my guy, JT the Brick. He did a show, I believe yesterday, where he said, and mind you, this guy has covered this team for decades, for many moons. I want to quote what this man said real quick, man. That was the worst football game I've ever been to at Allegiant Stadium. That goes to the worst football game, the top of the list of professional football played at Allegiant Stadium by the Las Vegas Raiders. That stands alone as the worst football game I've ever seen when it comes to outcome, storylines, and effort. It is worse than the Jeff Saturday game against the Colts. It was worse than the Kyler Murray comeback. I was there. That was nasty because the Raiders actually showed up in the first half of that game. It was worse than the 3-0 loss to Minnesota. It is the worst game that I've ever been through as a member of the organization and a fan in regard to what was at stake and what happened in that game. They absolutely no-showed this season opener at home. Salute to JT the Brick. That says a lot, man, because this guy has covered this team for a long time. The dark days in Oakland where we lost a shit ton of games. This is what you want to see out of the guys that cover this team. You want brutal honesty. You want realism. You want just honesty. You want people in the nation to understand, right, that everything's not okay right now. It's not. coming off that high against the Baltimore Ravens, that second half, we found a way to overcome that 10-point deficit to win on the road, early East Coast game. We never win those games. To go home against a team in the Carolina Panthers that were 0-2, bench their starter, they look totally off offensively, defensively, statistically at the bottom of the barrel, offensively and defensively in the league. At Allegiant Stadium, where 99.9% of the fans were Raider fans, one of the only games that you're going to get like that in Las Vegas. It's just nasty work, man. It really is. It's disgusting. And, we're going to talk a little bit about AP and the business decisions and all that other stuff. We're going to get there shortly because I want to talk about the Pat McAfee show and something that he mentioned as well that me and Hammer touched on yesterday, pause if necessary. But it's nasty. It's nasty work, man. You allowed Andy Dalton to go 5-0 on this football team, man. At this point, man, he's 36, 37 years old. We'll probably never face him again. So, Andy Dalton, you will probably retire undefeated against our Raiders. That is disgusting. That is nasty, nasty work. It is unforgivable. This team needs to get their shit together. But once again, salute to JT the Brit. We need more people that cover this team to be honest, to be transparent, even if it's brutally honest. The nation needs it because right now, man, we are upset. We're depressed. We're pissed. We're confused. We have no idea what to expect moving forward. And man, we got to get our shit together. Salute to Spivey, gifting 5 OLV Raiders Network membership. Salute to my dog. You already know what time it is, man. The Kevin Nash amount Shillmore. Appreciate you, brother. Salute to all the new members in the building because of Spivey. If you missed out on those 5, hit the link. It's pinned up top. It's definitely one of the best ways to support what we do over here at OLV Raiders Network, man. Can't get right? JT's brutally honest. You love it, man. You need to see that. Salute to JVG on the $5 holla, man. Seeing Jaden go off pisses me off. I'm going to talk about this as well today. 2 years in a row, we identified a quarterback with some special talent, but they're too pussy to pull the trigger and move out. I said this yesterday, you guys, and I'm going to continue to repeat this, okay? It's not easy to move up and get the likes of a Jaden Daniels. The Commanders already had their eyes set on him. The only way they wouldn't have went Jaden Daniels is if somehow, some way, and the Bears are probably pissed off right now. I know it's really early, and I still believe in Caleb Williams, but if the Chicago Bears took Jaden Daniels there, one, they were going Caleb Williams. I think that, with Cliff Kingsbury there, the USC days, the connection with Caleb Williams, I think that they were hoping somehow, some way Caleb would have dropped 2-2 to the Commanders. No one was going to move off that 2 spot. I don't care what we threw their way. And I don't really realistically think that Tom Telesco was going to come in and just throw all of his chips on the table in one move early on without any football being played. So did we want to move up and get Jaden Daniels? Definitely. We would have loved to see it, man. The kid looks phenomenal. He's using his legs. He threw his first TDs yesterday. I think he threw 2 of them, right? He had a phenomenal game yesterday against the Cincinnati Bengals, and they're 0-3 right now. We have them on the menu here soon as well. They look really, really bad. I think that Trent Brown, I think he's out for the season, injured at right tackle yesterday. I don't know what exactly happened, but it was going to be difficult anyway to go up there and get Jaden Daniels. I don't think that the Commanders were going to move 3 first, 4 first. It didn't really matter. They wanted to locate their quarterback, and they did that. And now they have the guy of the future, man. Salute to Graham Cam. If you lose 2 in a row, a major change has to be made. Graham, come on, man. You know what type of time I'm on, man. And people think that I'm giving up on this team, and people think that, I'm just ready to throw in the towel on AP. Look, man, if he can get it together, more power to you, right? I know a lot of people have been trying to kill me. Oh, man, you're already ready to throw in the towel on your coach after 3 games. Well, he played 9. He coached 9 last year, right? And he looked pretty good. I think he was 5-4 last year. This year hasn't looked that good. These first 3 weeks, you add Luke Getsy into the mix. Somehow, some way, the offense looks worse than it did last year under Bo Hardegree and Josh McDaniels. Yeah, man. I think if you lose 2 in a row, or you potentially lose 3, let's just say you lose to Cleveland and you're 1-3, and you somehow, some way lose to Sean Payton and company, the Denver Broncos. Hey, man, what did Max Crosby say, Graham Cam? Everything's on the table at that point, and it should be. It should be. I hate to be, that guy, but I was screaming for Ben Johnson. When he turned down the Commander's job, I knew that he had got a nice lump sum of cash to stay out there with Campbell and company to try and win a Super Bowl in Detroit, right? So they probably made him the highest paid offensive coordinator in the NFL, probably paid him like a head coach, to be honest, to stick around. But this is going to be the offseason where he is finally going to be prepared to move on and get a head coaching job. And at that point, that offensive mind, man, that offensive mind, if Graham sticks around, you have him on the defense, you have a guy like Ben Johnson. I'm not moving on from AP yet. I'm just speaking my mind, you guys. If he's available, you definitely got to think about it, man. Salute to my brother Graham Cam, man, as well. Salute to my dog, as always. Yeah, okay, Torres patella tendon. Okay, salute to DeMarcus Ware, my dog in the building. Hug, man. Getsey's play calling is 100% trash. I really thought Fields was garbage, and I was wrong. I apologize to that young man. This dude needs to get Getsey a bus ticket. Hey, man, let's not act like Justin Fields has took the league by storm, up to this point, though, Hug. I was always about going to pay a cheap amount of money to bring in a Russell Wilson or a Justin Fields. For the money that they paid, that was a steal. But it made no sense when you had Luke Getsey as the OC, right? So realistically, the offense probably would have looked the way it looked in Chicago. He's out there doing his thing in Pittsburgh. Salute to him. Getsey needs to figure out how to unlock that offense with Gardner Minshew at the helm. And I know yesterday, you guys, a lot of people were stating that, Aidan O'Connell's season and so on and so forth. Well, it looks as though that is not going to happen just yet. Ian Rappaport put it out there last night. The Raiders are sticking with Gardner Minshew, sources say. So no Aidan O'Connell just yet. Salute to Ian Rappaport. He put that out there as Chloe drinks her water in the back behind the scenes. Salute to Chloe. We're not done with the Gardner Minshew experiment just yet. And once again, you guys, what they say in the offseason, they're going to evaluate this season by quarters. Well, next week or this week is our fourth game. First quarter of the season is up. It's up. So I think they're going to give him this game to see what he can do against this Cleveland defense. And they still have a lot of big names on that defense. Yes, they've struggled up to this point, but they have a massive amount of talent on the defensive side of the ball out there in Cleveland. We're at home. We got 2 weeks, we have back-to-back home games. We're not traveling, you guys. These guys get an opportunity to sit back, practice, go home to their families. Hopefully they're going to be prepared. And salute to Nan Gruden in the building. Appreciate you, brother. Hopefully they're prepared to go this weekend. But this will be Gardner Minshew's last shot at keeping this starting job. Telling you now, remember this. Judge by quarters. First quarter will be up, sir. And if he goes out there, shits the bed, if he has multiple turnovers, if he just does not get the ground, get the passing game going. Yeah, he had over 200 yards passing in the air once again. Those stats are kind of, a mirage, in a sense. There were a lot of players open, you guys. Devontae Adams was open multiple times. Brock Bowers, I've seen him open multiple times. Gardner Minshew cannot get him the football. And realistically, we've talked about this in previous shows. Gardner holds on to the ball a lot. That's why he utilizes his legs. That's why he gets out of the pocket a lot. Aidan O'Connell's going to get rid of the football quick. And you've seen that on that last drive. And I know, salute to my brother Stu. I want to get him on the show. He called me a bunch. I need to reach out to him and get him back on the show. I know he said that on his show, it wasn't garbage time. They were rushing 5. They were rushing 6. Agreed. But they were still playing soft defense. I mean, outside of that pass rush, they were definitely trying to get to Aidan. You know what I mean? But they were still playing. They're playing yards back. They were allowing us to pick them apart in the passing game that last drive. I understand that they were sending the farm at Aidan O'Connell, and they got to him once. Yes, definitely agree. But at the end of the day, man, it was still kind of a prevent defense at the end of the game. So I'm not going to judge, like I said yesterday on the show with Hammer, I'm not going to judge Aidan O'Connell by that one drive. I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? I need to see more. If this is Gardner Minshew's last game, if we come out and shit the bed and we cannot score again against this Cleveland Browns team, then we will see Aidan O'Connell. We will see what what he can do with this O-line up front that's been struggling. The pass pro been struggling, to play protecting the run game. Just all across the board, they've been bad. We need to see, what Gardner can do against this stingy Cleveland Browns defense this weekend before we just jump the gun and throw Aidan O'Connell out there. So once again, you guys, judging by quarters. After this Sunday, first quarter be up. And if Gardner does not pass the eval, I do believe that Aidan O'Connell will be out there as quarterback one moving forward. Salute to Silver and Facts. Watch the trend off. Fill-ins is going to continue this week. Browns will announce Jameis as a starter last minute after seeing what they did with Carolina, just to punk us. We were just talking about this last night. Salute to you, Silver and Facts. Me, Hammer, and Wasted were literally on the phone talking about watch them sit Watson and J-Mo come out and throw for 400, 500 yards. He's a gunslinger. That's what he does. Yeah, he'll throw some picks, but he can definitely pick apart a defense. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that would be hilarious, Silver and Facts, if they actually did that, man. Salute to you. And I wouldn't be shocked if they did, because Deshaun Watson is struggling mightily. He looked really bad this past week. Salute to my guy. I see East Coast Gridiron in the building as well, my dog. Appreciate you, brother. Salute to my brother Pace, as always, on the $20 holler, man. I appreciate you, King. We've seen how good our defense can be, so I think it was an effort thing, and it won't continue. Gardner can play well, but not with no run game. Either change of power to power or put Laube in for zone. Also make JPJ the starting left guard. JPJ looked good out there. I don't know if you guys seen some of the footage. Salute to my brother Sanjit. He put some stuff out there, man. JPJ is going to be a stud, you guys. He is going to be a mauler for us up front, barring any injuries. This guy is going to be a superstar. I agree with you. Put him out there, guard. Start him immediately this upcoming week. Some change needs to happen up front. He looked like a monster, and it's just his engine. It's just it never goes off. It's like the Max Crosby of the offensive line. If you watch him closely, this guy just never stops moving. He's always looking to put his body on somebody. That's what you want out of an offensive lineman. And you know the rookie second-round guy out of Oregon, he looks prepared. He looks ready to go. Salute to my guy, Pace. And I want to ask you this, Pace, real quick. Why do you think that this defense, why do you think the effort wasn't there? And I want to ask everybody else here in the chat as well. Salute to my brother Von's Visuals. Always good to see my brother in the building. Salute to Fairfield. Why? Why do you guys think, what is the reason you guys think that they put that kind of effort out there on the defensive side of the ball? I want to know. Are they just sick of the offense not being a hold up there into the bargain? Is it something going on coaching wise on the defensive side of the ball? Was it Max Crosby dealing with that ankle injury, and as he goes, they go, and maybe their leader couldn't do, you know, what he usually does, which is dominate a game? What is it? Why was the effort why was it looking like that? I don't think it was overconfidence, 209. I don't think it was at all. They looked like they didn't want to play football. They just didn't, outside of a few players, you know, the Robert Spillanes of the world. Jacorian Bennett looked really, really good early on. There was some players, you know, Adam Butler, you know, was all over the place on the defensive line. But why? Against a lowly Carolina offense, you just decide on just having no effort at all. It's nasty work, man. Salute to the Mokes. Put in that quarterback that got you the damn job. I find it funny as a GM who says who starts, almost like he needed to justify the $15 million for a backup for a quarterback. And it was kind of interesting. Demokes, did you guys see AP during his presser? I believe he stated something along the lines of, I'm going to get back and talk to the coaches and the players before we make a decision. And it's like, and don't quote me on it. I don't know if that was verbatim, but it was something like that, to the point where AP was alluding to having to go speak to his players and his coaches. Aren't you the head coach? Aren't you the head coach? I don't understand why you have to go back and speak to anybody. This is supposed to be your team. Your best players in the building put their necks on the line for you. What is the issue? I don't think you need to speak to anybody. This is your team. What the fuck are we doing here? AP, I need you to be, and we need you to be, the leader that we thought you could be. Period, point blank, the end, bro. Like, this is your team. Mark Davis he stuck his neck out on the line. The fan base stuck the necks out on the line for you. And you're making a lot of people look bad right now, man. You need to put your arm, look, you need to say, this is my team, period. I'm going to call it how I see fit. Because AP, the thing that sucks about this, man, is if you lose this year and you end up losing your job, you're never going to find another head coaching job ever. If you're going to go out how you need to go out. You know what I mean? Like period. Like that's how it needs to be. And I like that, free thinker. No more cigars. Yeah, man. All that celebrating. No, none of it. None of it. Salute to the Mokes on a $5 special as well. Let me catch up on these supers real quick, you guys. Salute to Edgar. Why is everyone surprised? We have a backup quarterback and our OC is trash. Next year we get our quarterback. Trust the process. It takes time. You know what, Edgar? Because it's not about everybody being surprised that we're losing football games. We're surprised by the way we're losing football games. With AP last year, we weren't losing like this, Edgar. We weren't. Even with the offense not being able to score outside of that big, massive game, the 63-point special against the Chargers, I was upset about the 3-0 loss to the Minnesota Vikings, but it was a great defensive effort. It's about the way we're losing, Edgar. That's the thing. When your defense shits the bed and they're supposed to be the strongest unit of this team, they're supposed to be the unit that's going to go out there and allow the offense more reps, more time to get it together. We need them to go out there and create some turnovers. We need more than 2 sacks on the Carolina Panthers. We're not surprised. We're 1-2. Am I surprised we lost to Carolina Panthers? I am. But I'm not surprised by losing games. I'm surprised by the way we're losing them. The 22-10 bashing to the Chargers where offensively we couldn't do anything. And we allowed them to just gash us in the ground game. The Carolina Panthers benching the former first-round pick last year and putting in Andy Dalton, a veteran NFL journeyman, to just come in and just carve you up. It's not about losing, Edgar. It's about the way you lose. I'm going to be honest, man. Look, if we were 1-2 right now and we beat Carolina and we lost to the Chargers, we lost to Baltimore, but we lost those 2 first games in a tight game, I wouldn't be as upset as I am now. It's the way we're losing football games. These guys look like they do not want to be on the football field. That's the issue. And the offense, they just can't get shit rolling. The O-line cannot get going. That is why we're stressed out. There was excitement with JPJ. There was excitement with Brock Bowers, who looks phenomenal in the first 2 weeks, and then you just can't get him the football like that. I think he had like 4 receptions, this past week. Where we were excited about AP coming back and being able to build on what he did last year. And then you go into week 1, you shit the bed. You go into week 2, you find a way to fight it out and pick up a big victory. And then you go home and you lose to the Carolina Panthers in the fashion that you did. It's disgusting. We're not surprised by losing, Edgar. We're surprised by the way we're losing football games. It's not about that, man. I can live with losing some close games. I can. Will I be pissed? Will I be upset? Yes, because I want to win. But I cannot be over the top calling for coaches, to be fired or this and that, or a quarterback, the quarterback thing needs to be changed. People are calling for people's heads because of the way we're losing. That's all I'm saying. Salute to Larry, man. That opening series, the second half was disgusting. 2 2-yard runs in a short pass. I would have fired Getsy on the spot, but that's why I'm not in the NFL. Salute to my guy, Larry DM. Yes, I can't say it any better than you, bro. Luke Getsy and his play calling has been atrocious outside of that fourth quarter against the Baltimore Ravens. It's just nasty. Salute to my guy, man. Salute to Hug. AP said scheme was trash, play was trash. We got our asses whooped. No excuses. He pulls no punches. Does he? I mean, yeah. He said the scheme was trash. Yeah, he said, yeah, definitely. But what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? Hug, right? You said that. And now you're going to go into Allegiant Stadium this Sunday against the Cleveland Browns with the same quarterback, probably the same O-line. There's going to be some changes on the defensive side of the ball. We haven't talked about it yet. We all know, you guys, that we lost Marcus Epps for the year. He tore his ACL. So it's Palomau season, which I'm excited about because I like Marcus Epps. But I want the young bull, Palomau, with the 6'4" measurable. Like this dude is an athletic freak. I want to see him more. Well, guess what? We get an opportunity to see him. Merrick has struggled. I'm hoping that Trey can somehow, some way come back. He's on the IR for the first 4 weeks. I'm going to catch up with him soon. Hopefully he can come back here soon and we can get a Trey Taylor sighting. But where's Chris Smith? Get him involved. Merrick is struggling. But the thing is this. If he doesn't make any changes, Hug, this week, it's insanity. It's insanity. If JPJ isn't starting out there, we haven't got any Mumford news yet, so I don't know if he's going to be at right tackle. DJ Glaze looked pretty good out there. Look, it's his first reps as an NFL player during the regular season. So there's going to be some bumps and some bruises. But the thing is this, holding no punches, nah, man, nah. If there's no changes made this week, Hug, I have to disagree with you, brother. All talk. Look, I'm not with the talk. I'm with the walk. You can say the scheme is trash. You know why? Because everybody can see it. You can say the play was trash. You know why? Because we can all see it. If you say anything different, you're just a fucking bozo and you're a complete liar. And I'm not calling our head coach a I'm just saying, like, you can't play with us. We're not stupid. We see what you see. So technically, it's still a political kind of answer. It's like it's just look, it's trash. It's trash. Yeah, everybody knows it's trash. If there's nothing, if nothing is different this upcoming week, you know what I want to see, Hug? Pollard Mal be out there. Great. I think that's going to be some new energy, some momentum on the defensive side of the ball at the safety position. Will we see Max Crosby out there? Who's to say? Dealing with a high ankle sprain. I said it yesterday, and I have no problem saying it again. I would sit Max Crosby as your best player. He's a generational talent. He's a guy that's going to play for you for probably the next decade. Sit him for a few weeks. Let him get right. But Luke Getsy, put him in the box. We've seen what it did for Patrick Graham. Put Luke Getsy. You want to see some changes? Put him up in the box. Don't have him on the sideline. Put him in the box. Let him get a view of the whole field, and let's see if anything changes offensively. That's it. Insanity. Definition, right? Doing the same shit and expecting different results. No more fucking talk, Hug. All walk. Salute to my guy, man. Big Al, my dude. Appreciate you on the $5 holla as well. I honestly feel like this offense, specifically the play calling, has sucked the life off this team. It's like McDaniel's effect all over again. I mean, I can agree with you offensively, Big Al. Definitely. The defense looked good, week one, outside of that, that second half. They looked, good against Baltimore. They looked terrible against Carolina. The defense did not get unlocked until Josh McDaniels was let go. So I understand what you mean. But I'm not going to hold this defense to this. They had a piss poor performance. We expect more out of them. There's a ton of talent on the defensive side of the ball. And I think AP is going to start playing more motivators. And what I mean by that is, Big Al, and I could be wrong, but this is just me thinking ahead and trying to dive into the mindset of AP. I think we're going to start seeing more players that are out there busting their ass play after play. I think you're going to see more Amari Gainer. He's all over the place. I think you're going to see more Tommy Eichenberg getting reps at linebacker because you watch his special team reps, he's all over the place, always near the ball, right? You're going to start seeing some of these young kids starting to get their shot because some of these veterans are looking lackadaisical. So I'm not going to say this is Josh McDaniels-esque just yet. It's too early for that. We still have an opportunity. We know what we have on the defensive side of the ball. We do. We understand that. Now, offensively, we have a ton of talent, but we have a play caller that has been bad. And most of his success in the NFL was him being, what was it, a wide receivers coach, a quality control coach in Green Bay. There was other things, but he was under other guys. Comes into the NFL now and gets these opportunities as offensive coordinator. Shit the bed in Chicago back-to-back years. He's shitting the bed right now early on in Las Vegas. So we shall see. But I think, Big Al, it starts, and I said this to just a second ago, put Getsy up in the skybox. Let's see what he can do. Salute to Chris, man, my dog. Appreciate you. Do you think something happened in the locker room? They came out like it was a picnic instead of a home game. Let me say this, man, Chris. Something always happens in the locker room. It's football. Anyone that's played the game, and I'm talking about at every level, something always happens in the locker room. These are men with egos. They have a lot of money. Certain people expect a certain amount of targets. Certain people expect a certain amount of reps, whether it be the running back, so on and so forth, right? There's going to be a lot that always goes on in the locker room. It's football. It's the NFL. When you have egos and pride and all the other shit, there's always going to be something. It's always going to be something. So I definitely believe that there's something going on in the locker room. But there's always something going on in the locker room. I mean, look, Kansas City, year in and year out, I promise you there's a bunch of shit that goes on in the locker room. But guess what? They have a great head coach. They have a great defensive coordinator. They have a great leader in Patrick Mahomes. They find a way to keep shit in-house outside of, the Rashee Rice crazy shit that happened with him. And, but there's stuff that happens all over the place. It's up to the coaching staff. It's up to the GM. It's up to the guys in charge to make sure that none of that shit leaves the locker room. But I can tell you this, always something happened in the locker room. If y'all know the stories that I know about what happened last year in the room, you would trip out. And I know that we alluded to it a little bit. It was something that happened on the O-line. One of our best players right now that's still on this O-line. Something happened last year that was insane. Something always happens. It always happens. It's how you get past it. It's how you move, you put your arm around your brothers, come together and say, man, that shit was light work. Let's get past it. Let's move on. You know what I mean? But yes, I mean, there's always something going on in the locker room. And mind you, when every other day Davante Adams is in the news and he's not saying anything, this is not me putting this on Davante. But when the national news continues to create this narrative that Davante wants to leave, that he should be traded, that he should go, yes, it's going to be tough. Some of these young kids, they're young. They're young, and they're looking at him for guidance, right? And they're looking like, is this guy bought in with what we got going on? And Davante could be completely bought in. But the national, media sells you otherwise, right? So there has to be, if I'm in this building and I'm Davante, and this is just me, I'm putting my arm around my guys and I'm saying, look, I'm here. I'm here with you guys. I'm a Raider. We're Raiders. Let's find a way to unlock this shit and get this shit rolling. But the thing is this, man, honestly, and I have to say this as a Raider fan, it hurts. I know Davante knows that this team is not that good, especially offensively. He knows it's not that good. So I don't think that his expectations are this high when you have Gardner Minshew at quarterback and you have an Aidan O'Connell, 4th-round guy at Purdue. I believe he was a walk-on at Purdue when he was like the 8th guy on the depth chart, the quarterback position, in waiting. It's not that good of a team. So honestly, you guys, this is the thing that a lot of people are saying. Davante knew what this offense looked like anyway. Yeah, you add his guy Luke Getsy, but I think he already knew. If Davante wanted to leave, you guys, I think he would have already asked to walk in the offseason because he already knew on paper and seeing in the building what this looks like. He's here to see this thing through, trying to see them build this thing the right way. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to be honest. I think if Tay wanted to leave, he would have been gone already. He would have been gone already because he understands, do you go out there and win a Super Bowl with Amir Abdullah, Alexander Madison, and Zamir White as your running backs? Can you win a championship with your O-line looking the way it's looking? You know what I mean? Like there's so many moving parts to this thing. But I don't want to talk about Davante all day. Salute to the 1,000+ people in the building. As always, you guys, wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Salute to my big bro, Top Beats, one of the My Fathers himself. The one thing that surprised me is that AP took no responsibility for the team's play. He never said, I need to do better. He blamed everyone but himself. That, to me, was a huge red flag. Now, Top, I have to disagree with you. He said the coaching staff. He said the players. When he says coaching staff, he's including himself. I don't think that, AP has to state, I need to do a better job. You know what I mean? Like he's stating the coaching staff. That includes him. That includes Patrick Graham. That includes Joe Philbin, James Craig, Luke Getsy. I have to disagree with you, brother. Now, would it be good to hear AP come out and just say, I need to do a better job. I need to have these guys ready to go. I need to make sure that they have a more effort out there. Definitely, Top. I agree with you in a sense of that. But when he says coaching staff, he's definitely including himself. Salute to my brother Top Beats on the $10 holler. Salute to Jacob as well. Shouldn't this team be built to win now? Rolling with the rookie quarterback next season probably only sets us back, in my opinion. Give me a solid, experienced quarterback next year instead. It's time to go get a young one, Jacob. It's time to go get a young one. And who's really going to be available? Who's going to be available? Are you going to go get Kirk Cousins? Dak Prescott just signed a massive deal with the Cowboys. Who's going to be available in terms of veteran quarterbacks? It is time to go out and get a young quarterback. And that's not true in every case, Jacob. We watched it with the Texans last year. Year one, CJ Stroud goes to the playoffs. This year, they got absolutely deep fried by the Minnesota Vikings. Insane, but they still look like a playoff team. They have a great defense, great coaching staff. Offensively, they're phenomenal. So they're built to win after, drafting a rookie quarterback in year one. So there are different cases. The Commanders right now are 2-1, Jacob. I'm not stating that they're going to win the Super Bowl. I'm not stating that they're going to win their division. I'm not even stating that they'll get a wild card and sneak into the playoffs. All I'm saying is they're 2-1. They look better than us with Jaden Daniels at the quarterback spot with Dan Quinn, calling the defense he's the head coach. With Cliff Kingsbury calling the O and Dan Quinn still calling the defense, right? But different strokes for different folks, man. You know what I mean? Different situations dictate how, results. And if we can get a great quarterback, a young kid that is ready to go in year one with all the pieces that we have on both sides of the football, you never know, man. You could be in win now mode with a young kid out there. You see it year in and year out. Salute to Joe, man. These players get on my nerves. They can beat KC and beat the Ravens on the road, but lose to Tyson Baguette and Dalton. They ain't slick. They half-assing. I got to disagree. I got to agree with you, Joe. I have to agree with you, brother. I do. These guys just play down to the competition year in and year out. It's just disgusting. It's nasty work, man. Salute to my brother, Joe, man. Always, man. Appreciate you on a $5 special. Salute to my guy, man, Alan Raider. Do our quarterbacks have the opportunity to change the play at the line of scrimmage? If they don't, that's a problem. Yeah, I would assume that, Minshew would have the freedom to do so. He's a veteran. Luke Getsy is first year in Vegas. I would assume that he would give Gardner Minshew free reins, to make some changes in audible at the line of scrimmage. Why not? Yeah, definitely. I definitely believe that he does. Salute to Allen with the greatest default picture in YouTube history. Graphk, real ones know. And I know what you know. You know what I'm saying? But yes, there was a lot of shit that happened last season in that locker room that we will not discuss on live. You know what I'm saying? But yes, nasty, nasty work. I'm talking about motherfuckers getting beat up and all kinds of shit. Like real talk. Like actually jumped. Am I saying too much? It is what it is. Salute to Isaac, man. Graphk, if AP doesn't fix this problem, do you believe it's a package deal with Tom and AP? I believe Tom stays and gets to hire a coach. Thoughts? Yes. They're not a package deal. Tom Telesco was not an AP guy. He came in this year. Mark Davis is the one that signed him. They've never even met each other before. There's no real connection there. I know that they hugged after the Baltimore game. They were both excited to get that big win. The first one AP this year and the first one in Tom Telesco in the silver and black. But it's not a package deal at all, Isaac. You can't give up on your GM if your head coach can't get it done. This is not his guy. If anything, if AP is not the head coach next year, they'll give Tom Telesco an opportunity to go hire his guy. And if he can't get it done with him, then he's out of here. And I think that leash is not as long as it was out there as the GM at the Chargers. Salute to my guy, Isaac, man. Salute to the almost 1,200 people here in the building. As always, I appreciate you guys so much, man. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you guys are not subscribed yet, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button, man. Let me see. Hey, Top, until you're right, I'm not wrong. Does that make any sense to you? Until you're right, I'm not wrong. And to be real, if we move Devontae, I don't even think it's because of Devontae Adams. I think it's because of us saying, okay, we're not built to win right now. Let's go get some draft capital that can allow us to go locate our quarterback next year. They ain't got nothing to do with Devontae Adams. To be honest, now, would they try to send him somewhere where maybe he'd be happy? I know personally that he is very happy to be in Las Vegas with his family, and he doesn't want to move if he doesn't have to move and uproot his family. I get it, but it doesn't matter. If the Raiders say we're going to move you for a first-round pick so we can try and get our quarterback in the future, it's going to happen. But until you're right, I'm not wrong. Salute to my guy. Salute to my boy Jose. As always, appreciate you on a $10 special, my brother. Graphk, I'm behind. If we get a young quarterback, I say we get Andy Dalton to be the backup to the rookie so we don't have to deal with you stupid, Jose. Honestly, man, I don't know if this may be one of the last years of Andy Dalton's career, but that's funny, bro. That's absolutely comedy, man. And remember this, you guys, Jose, we still got Gardner Minshew one more year on his deal. You know what I mean? We still have Aidan O'Connell on a rookie deal. So even if we go get a young guy, we still have technically some veterans because Aidan will be going into year 3 and Gardner has been in the league forever. Salute to my guy, Jose, man. Salute to Jacob as well on a $5 special. Who are your top 3 quarterbacks going into next year's draft so far? I know it's a little early right now, but anyone that stands out for our Raiders. There's a ton of names. I don't really want to go into like top 3, top 5, so on and so forth. I do like Cam Ward. I like him a lot. I hate to say it, but the more, and I know he's dealing with an injury right now because I did not like him at all early on. I like Quinn Ewers out of Texas. I do like him a lot. The more and more I get to watch him, the more and more I talked with little bro Hammer yesterday. He's a Texas fan. I kind of actually know what's funny. I actually watched some of his tape at the airport at LaGuardia yesterday after having that conversation. And he's surprisingly mobile. You know, he has a strong arm. I like Quinn Ewers. I do. Cam Ward, him. And as much as, look, I don't have a problem with Shadir Sanders. I don't. I think that he could be a phenomenal quarterback at the next level. It just all depends on up here. It all depends on if he's going to put the team first or is it going to be me first. You know what I'm saying? I think that Sanders could be one of them dudes. I do. So, but those are three guys definitely. I don't like Carson Beck. I'm not a big fan of him out of Georgia. I could be wrong. I've been wrong on quarterbacks before. And I love that East Coast is in there. You know, he loves Dylan Gabriel. DeMarcus, I see Drew Allure in there. I love it. Yeah, I like Milroe as well out of Alabama too. He's nice. Jack Jones tweeted. Let me see what Jack Jones is talking about, man. Let me see what he's talking about because we're going to get into that segment of the show here shortly. Salute to everybody here in the building, as always, for rocking with me. Appreciate you guys. Wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Yeah, I don't like that, man. I don't like that. Okay. Y'all couldn't wait to say something bad about me. Watch the other 7 tackles I made instead of posting 1 tackle. I'm on the next week. I'm better than what I played. I know that, and I'm going to show that. And that's not why Bill cut me. Laugh out loud. I like that. I love that from our guy, Jack Jones. I love that, man. I love it. Tweet it, put it out there into the universe. Yeah, there was a bad play. There was a terrible – it looked bad. It looked like – it looked very Marcus Peters, you guys. Like it looked very, very Marcus Peters, man. Pause if necessary. It looked like we had the second coming on that one specific play. But Jack Jones has been a blessing in disguise for us. And me calling, or the national media calling him out on one play, or me calling him out on one play, or anybody calling him, it is what it is. You're gonna have some blown assignments. We were upset when the rookie wide receiver in preseason cooked Jack for a touchdown in the back of the end zone. You're going to have some bad plays. You're going to have some great plays. Jack Jones is a phenomenal talent, man. And I love that he stood up for himself. And you're right. Outside of that one play, you can look at some of his tape, and there's not too many of those. But the thing is this, man, 100%. You want 100% effort every damn play. That is what football is about, you guys. If you had a million Max Crosby's out there, you're going to win a championship. You got to lock in. There's no plays you can take off, Jack. You know what I mean? I love that you stood up for yourself. I love that you say on the next week and I'm going to get better. I love that and I appreciate that. You're one of our leaders on that defensive side of the ball, but it needs to be 110% every play. I don't care if that's the fourth quarter, we're down by a shit ton of points. Go out there and try to make a play. I don't know. Somebody stated that he was trying to, knock the ball out for a phone. I didn't see that. I just seen him straying away from contact, me personally. And Pat McAfee put it out there, you guys, yesterday. I know me and Hammer kind of alluded to it as well, that there was a specific play where Jack Jones made a business decision, right? Well, Pat McAfee went on to say, we will let you know that within the locker room, anytime somebody calls out somebody's business decision being made, that doesn't work out good. Not good, McAfee said. McAfee said, that is very slanderous thing to say to somebody, to say we're making business decisions out there. That is a big punch right to the balls. That is a massive shot. McAfee continued. So then obviously you think to yourself, what were their plays that he is talking about? The internet found it. There was a situation in the fourth quarter with Jack Jones. Here it is in the fourth quarter, and that's what the business decision looked like. Now, you know what? I don't know if I can show this because I'll probably end up getting demonetized. But go over to Pat McAfee on Twitter, you guys. He has it on his page. You'll see the specific play where Jack Jones looked like he just put minimal effort, and that's even giving him credit. There was no effort on that specific play. But I stated yesterday that I think it was more of a group effort. I think there was multiple players that AP was talking about. I don't think it was just Jack Jones. I think it was a several and some coaching staff. I don't think it was one person that he was specifically talking about. I think Merrick made some business decisions. I think Jack Jones made a business decision on that specific play. Gardner Minshew, man, missing, just not even analyzing the field and missing open receivers. That, to me, that's a business decision. You know what I mean? You're not trying to put forth the best effort to win this football game. There were several players that went out there. Janarius Robinson Once again, offsides again. What was that, 2-3 weeks in a row? There were several business decisions that were made. And this team, I think the team as a whole just made a business decision and said, we're not showing up against the Carolina Panthers. But the one person that did make a business decision was Andy Dalton. He said, I don't give a shit about what you guys are talking. Andy Dalton had no expectations, you guys. He went out there and just played football, smiled the whole time, and just absolutely carved apart our defense. Salute the coach. Graphk, shouldn't Andre James be used to be getting his ass whooped? Happens every Sunday. Salute to my brother, Coach, man. I'm going to tell you this, it was not him. Salute to my guy, Doom. I swear Raider fans are grifting. If we start AOC, that's throwing in the towel for the season. If he won't play any better with this line and play calling, defense had one bad game, I give them a pass. That offense is the concern. Salute to my brother, Doom, on a $20 special. And look, I don't think you're throwing in the towel per se if you throw Aidan out there, because AP doesn't have enough leash to just throw in the towel. I don't think so. Once again, I stated it yesterday, we don't know what his contract looks like. That has not come out. Is it a 1-year deal? Is it a 2-year deal? I love what my brother Wasted said. He said that the reason why it probably didn't come out is that there's a back door in the contract where Mark can get out of it. And I think Waste is right. You know what I mean? So I don't think that there's any throwing in the towel, Doom, regardless. AP wants to win, and that's what makes this so worse. That's what makes this so bad, is because AP cannot afford to lose game after game after game. He can't. You can't afford to lose to the Carolina Panthers. You can't afford to go out to SoFi Stadium and get dominated by the Chargers, a divisional rival. You can't. You can't afford it. So I don't think that putting Aidan in is throwing in the towel. I think that AP is going to say, you know what? If I am going to go out, I'm going to go out with a bang. I'm going to go out with the guy that helped me get this job, which is Aidan O'Connell. Salute to Doom. And, I want to give the defense a pass because they definitely had one bad game. But the thing is this, Doom, you were facing one of the worst offenses in the league, brother. We should have had 2-3 turnovers minimum. We should have got to Andy Dalton, even without Max being 100%, at least 4 or 5 times. There was no reason why Chuba Hubbard had about 170 all-purpose yards, cooked us in the ground game, cooked us in the passing game. There's no excuses for that. Deontay Johnson having a career game with Carolina, well, at least with his time in Carolina, right? Adam Thielen, before he got, took out the game, balled out. There's no reason why these guys should have looked like that. Salute to my guy, Doom. East Coast, I'm gonna hit you today, bro. I know I said I was gonna hit you last week. I'm gonna hit you today, bro. We got to put a show together. I want to get your opinion on some of those names that you're mentioning in the chat, man. Salute to you. Let me see. Yeah, he was solid. Definitely solid, man. Definitely. And for those who are just joining right now, we haven't talked about it, but yes, me and Hammer kind of put into the universe yesterday. I know a few of our other comrades talked about it as well. We lost Marcus Epps, season-ending torn ACL. You hate to see it, man. The 28-year-old was on a contract year. He'll be an unrestricted free agent next season. I think that his time as a Raider is done. We have too many young players that you're trying to develop and try to get on a football field, the Chris Smiths of the world, the Trey Taylors of the world, the Palomaus of the world. I think that his time in the silver and black is done. And it sucks because he was a solid starter for us. He started every game. He started every game for Philadelphia before coming over as well, even including the playoffs. So it is a blow. One of our better tacklers, let me say this, downhill tacklers, he has missed his share. He's whiffed a few tackles as well. But he is out, and it looks like it's going to be Palomau's season, man, our young pup out of USC. So for those joining the show now and didn't see that, Marcus Epps out, torn ACL, done for the season. So to Isaac, Graphk, I know we're blaming Getsy, but I believe the Raiders need the right starting O-lineman, and then let's see outside that 3rd and 7 call. Thoughts? I mean, a lot of it has to do with the O-line, Isaac, but the thing is this, man, when you're great coaches, they find a way to pivot. They find a way to make things happen with what they have. And I'm not saying that Luke Getsy can go out there and make this a number 1 defense or a top 10 defense, shit, even a top 15 defense. I'm just saying that with what we have, there's a lot of talent, man. There's a lot of talent. I know Colton Miller's still struggling coming off of that shoulder injury and that surgery, but he was one of the top, left tackles in the NFL, one of the most underrated guys in the NFL. He's going to get it together soon. He's starting to, we need him to get healthy. But I think Dylan Parham, he's been solid for us, right? You have JPJ that's kind of been waiting in the wings. Mumford's looked okay for us. That left guard spot has been bad for us with those two veterans, Cody Whitehair and Andres Pete, has not been great. Andre James has struggled at center here and there. So, I mean, look, you got to work with what you got. You got to work with what you got. You know what I mean? Like, Isaac, it's not a perfect world where these guys can go out and just pick the team they want. It's not like back in the day, you know, when we played pickup football and I got Wasted, I got Hammer, I got Andy, I got Big Mike, I got woo. Like, you can't pick you know what I mean? You got to run with what you got. That's Tom Telesco in company's job to put the personnel out there to give Getsy. So it's year one, you know. But the thing is, I don't want to continue to say Getsy didn't have what he needed in Chicago to get his system going. You know, I can't. There's only so much we could say about how much Getsy didn't have the quarterback to run his scheme. He didn't have this to run his scheme. He didn't have that to run his scheme. You got to show some type of fight, man. This offense should be out there at least averaging 20, 23 points a game. They just look nasty. Can't get the ground game. The worst rushing team in the NFL. I mean, look, Zamir White had a great 4-game stretch at the end of the season. We were on a high note with him. We allowed Josh Jacobs to walk in the offseason to the Green Bay Packers because we felt Zamir White can be that guy. There's a lot of moving parts to that. That's why I understand why Luke Getsy gets killed, and rightfully so. He deserves to get all the shots, but it's deeper than that, you guys. It starts up top. It starts with was Tom Telesco here? He wasn't here. You know, Getsy was already in the building. He was already in the building. It starts with AP. It starts with the other coaches that are in his ear saying, do this, do that, do this, do that. It's deeper than just throwing everything on Luke Getsy and saying it's his fault. Sorry, y'all. Look, I'm sorry that I'm not just going to sit here and tell you guys that everything is Luke Getsy's fault, because it's not. It's not. It's way deeper than that. It's way deeper than that. Bears with Getsy's rush offense in 2022 first, 2023 second. But if you subtract, yes, and I was going to go there. Salute to Verbal Jiu-Jitsu. And he's actually putting some Verbal Jiu-Jitsu out there with this super. I love it. 21st and 23rd. Fields inflated the rushing stats. Phenomenal stat. Phenomenal stat, man. Stat. Salute to my guy, Verbal Jiu-Jitsu. I appreciate you, brother. And there you go. That's telling, right? You had a running quarterback that definitely had you at the top of the rushing, rushing in terms of, in rushing in the NFL year in and year out with one of the better running quarterbacks. So, yeah. And now he looks like this. Salute to Verbal Jiu-Jitsu, man. Salute to the Mopes. Raider Clan, I did not get an opportunity to watch that Miles Burris video, man. If you can't send it to me, I would love to check it out. Salute to the Mopes. Does AP really have any say on the offense? He should. It's his team. Because I think it's the GM who's running the show. From getting rid of JJ with no backup plan to signing Getsy and bringing in Minshew, and now no change in the offense. East Coast, I didn't say that Carson Beck sucks. Definitely didn't say that. Just not the biggest fan of him. I need to see more. But I have to say this. If you're the head coach, man, you should have a lot more say-so if you have no say at all in the offense. You can't just be a defensive-minded guy and sign Getsy, sign Joe Philbin, keep Scott Turner, go get James Craig and say, you guys completely run the offense. This is your team. You have to have some say in anything. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think the Gardner Minshew thing was an AP thing at all. Demokes, I don't think that Gardner Minshew was an AP call at all. I don't. And I know, they stated that, I think that they've kind of alluded to him being the guy that said Gardner Minshew was the guy, but I don't think he was. I honestly do not think that he was. I don't think that AP said, okay, we're going to run with Gardner Minshew. I think Gardner, I think he was the second option. I think AP wanted to run with Aidan O'Connell. Real talk. But when you have the Marvin Lewises of the world, the Joe Philbins of the world, you have a first-year GM and Tom Telesco that's probably saying, hey, man, we have a better chance of winning with Gardner Minshew. It's year one with both of us. We got to win as many games as possible so we can keep our jobs. But, hey, what do I know? But, look, I think if AP would have had to say, I think that Aidan O'Connell would have been the quarterback immediately. And I'm not shocked to see that he's already flirting with the idea of making the shift. because I think, honestly, he was already prepared to go with Aidan O'Connell. Let me see. So Atlanta screwed us. I mean, did they? Did they? We look. You know, I'm a major Michael Penix fan, man. Love his game. We haven't seen him yet. We've seen him in preseason. We got Brock Bowers, who's going to end up probably being the best tight end in the league at some point. So I don't know if Atlanta really screwed us. We don't know what Michael Penix Jr. is yet, at least at the NFL level. And I believe in him. I think he's going to be a stud. I'm just stating until we see it, I cannot jump out the window and say Atlanta screwed us. I think that one of the best players in the draft fell in our laps, and now we have to figure out a way, to put it all together with what we have. So, salute to Spivey. The reason our defense shit the bed is that Max's knee is effed up. Well, it's his ankle now. Face it, without Max, our D is below average. This is facts. This is facts. Facts plus tax, Spivey. And it's an ankle, high ankle sprain right now that he's dealing with. And that is very, very difficult to deal with, especially as a guy whose motor never turns off. Salute to Spivey, man, my dog. Salute to S. Dot. Yeah, and Quentin Mitchell looked good out there, Lewis. Definitely my Winyan Mitchell. I call him Winyan Mitchell. My boy out of Toledo. He's looking really, really good right now. Salute to S. Dot. This is ridiculous, Graphk. Once the guards and center change for the better, everybody's going to say Getsy is the best coordinator ever. People killing me with this dumb shit. Salute to my guy. No, I'm not going to say, I don't think I'll ever say that Luke Getsy's the best offensive coordinator ever. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely believe if you can get that offensive line together and let's just say Gardner Minshew starts to get rid of the football quicker and doesn't keep holding on to the football as long as he does. The thing is this, as long as Gardner Minshew holds on to the football, you would think that he'd be able to find these wide open guys. That's an issue, S. Dot. That's the problem I'm having. I'm like, you're holding on to the football for an extended amount of time. How are you not finding these guys? How are you not finding Brock Bowers wide open in the middle of the football field? How are you not finding Jacoby? Like, that's the thing that's killing me. If you're extending a play, you're exhausting the defense. You're allowing these guys extra time to get open. So the thing that kills me is that's why if we do make the pivot to Aidan O'Connell, I was worried initially. I'm like, this guy may get sacked a million times. I watched him, on that drive. And once again, garbage time. I watched him on the drive. He's getting rid of the football quick. And that's what you need, especially if your offensive line is struggling. You have to be able to read the field. You have to be able to get rid of the football immediately. And I think that Aidan O'Connell could be that dink and dunk, type of guy that can get the best out of Luke Getsy's system. He could be. That's why I was calling for him to be the guy initially. I think that he could be the dude to just boop, 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 short field situations and then open up the field with Trey Tucker on those deep balls. And they already have that connection. If you bring Aidan O'Connell, you guys, I'm telling you now, you can see that Gardner and Trey Tucker don't really have that connection yet. If you bring Aidan O'Connell in, you guys want to go vertical, right? You want to go vertical? Well, guess what? Bring him in. Because he's already showed that he has that nice connection with Trey Tucker. They worked out in the offseason a lot, at local parks and all this stuff. They have that connection. You want to go deep? Put Aidan O'Connell in. Salute to my guy S. Dot, man. Yeah, he does. Graham Camp. He definitely has that zip. Yeah, and he can see the field as well. And Banks, facts. And I'm not saying that he is an all-pro talent by any means. I'm not saying that he's the next coming of anybody, Rich Gannon or whoever, right? I'm not stating that. I'm just saying that at the beginning of the season, I thought personally that Aidan O'Connell will give us the best opportunity to win. You know what I mean? And we'll see if Gardner Minshew can keep his job this weekend against the Cleveland Browns. Salute to Jacob, man, my dog. Another week, another terrible INT by Minshew. When will this shit end? Oh, man. Salute to my guy, Jacob, man. Appreciate you for rocking with me, brother. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you guys are not subscribed yet, man, what are y'all waiting on? Hit that subscribe button. Salute to my brother Vaughn, man. If AP could make a choice, he would have AOC out there. Gardner starting is coming from above his head, and I think so. I do. I agree. The problem, Vaughn, with hiring a bunch of guys, and you can't even say they've been there and done that, right? Because what has Marvin Lewis won at the NFL level? He's been in some playoff appearance. He's had some playoff appearances in Cincinnati, right? He's never won anything that really mattered. But you have the likes of Marvin Lewis. You have the likes of a Joe Philbin, who's never won a Super Bowl or anything that really mattered either, right? James Craig definitely spent a few NFC championships with the Niners, but that wasn't his team by any means. You bring in all these guys that have been in the NFL for so long, but they haven't really done anything, and these are the guys that you're leaning on. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to have somebody in the building consistently, constantly on payroll, shit, bring in Tom Coughlin. Don't have him just walk through OTAs once or twice, once in a blue moon. That's a guy that's won multiple championships. You want to lean on somebody, AP? Bring in some winners. Or bring in some young guys from the collegiate level that have bright minds that know the game today. You can learn their shit and you can pass on your OG wisdom to them, put it together, and maybe you can have something great. You can't keep bringing in all these guys that never truly won anything. And I'm not trying to take away from Marvin Lewis. I think that he was a good head coach. I think that Joe Philbin was a good coach. I think that a lot of these guys, were good. But Cadillac Williams, he was a great running back at the NFL level. At this point, he looks like a terrible running backs coach. And I know it's a package deal, right? You need Joe Philbin and James Craig to get that O-line together in order to be able to run the football. You have to give him the personnel he needs. But up to this point, he don't look like a good coach either. So, I don't know, man. I feel like AP has a lot of chefs in the kitchen. I think that in all those chefs that I think that he has in the kitchen, they make a lot of mid-meals. I think this is the Waffle House of coaching staff. And mind you, I love Waffle House when I'm drunk in the middle of the night and I'm leaving the strip club in Atlanta. Tastes good as hell. Waffle House don't taste that good at 10, 11 in the morning. Tastes good when you're drunk. You know what I'm saying? But this is like the Waffle House of coaching staff. Got a bunch of guys, but it's just putting together some quick meals, and it's mid. It's mid. Reggie Miller. On paper, it looked like a great coaching staff, though, initially, right? You're like, oh, man, you got a bunch of guys that have been at the NFL level, man, and this, and that. Look, I drank the Kool-Aid. Shit. And now I'm sitting here telling you I was wrong. At least right now. At least up to this point. Joey, I worked the strip clubs in Atlanta for years. I'm too old for that shit, but I used to work in the strip clubs. Every one of them. All of them in Atlanta for years. No, I don't go to strip clubs, man. Bro, I'm dying right now going to New York for 3 days. At all. No, sir. I can hardly take my own t-shirt off, bro. Fuck, I want to go to a strip club for. Shit. Yo, salute to everybody here in the building. As always, we are not done yet, man. Salute to everybody here in the building. We talked about Marcus Epps and the torn ACL, him being out for the season. We talked about the Pat McAfee show and him stating that Jack Jones made a business decision. We spoke about that. We read Jack Jones's tweets on Twitter, says he'll be better. Looking forward to this weekend. And he knows he needs to get better. We talked about that. Let's pay some bills real quick, you guys. Salute to our proud sponsors over at BetUS. This show is powered by BetUS. Make sure you go over there. 150% on your first bonus using YouTube 150. Promo code YouTube 150. 125% bonus on your next two using promo code 150. Make sure that you go over there. Tell them Graphk sent you. The fastest payouts in the industry, up to $2,000. Make sure you go over to BetUS. Salute to our proud sponsors. Once again, this live stream is powered by BetUS. 150% bonus on your first deposit, 125% bonus on your next two deposits for up to $2,000. Come on, man. Fastest payouts in the industry. Promo code YouTube 150. Salute to my guy, Aaron, always popping up in the building. My dog. Appreciate you, brother, as always. Why isn't Getsy fired? I believe AP is looking completely lost during the games. He wants to blame the players, but he is the one running the show. We are only going to get worse. The players aren't buying in. And we thought they were all bought in initially, right, Aaron? Thing is this, man. Can you realistically get rid of your offensive coordinator this quick after 3 weeks? Just a week ago, we were saying, oh shit, Getsy, that fourth quarter against Baltimore, we weren't too familiar with your game, right? We were praising them for that fourth quarter when the offense finally put it together and strung together a few drives. Can't get rid of them just yet, man. You can't. Because and you guys, it's funny. Even when I speak about Ben Johnson, that's not me saying to get rid of AP right now. That's me saying that at the end of the season, if this thing still looks as bad as it is right now, go get Ben Johnson. That's not me saying fire AP right now. Oh, he needs to go. Everybody thinks that. Don't get me wrong, I'm very emotional about this team, but I never said one time to fire AP right now. Let AP be the head coach the entire season. If you can't get it done, and a guy like Ben Johnson says, hey, you guys got some draft capital that can go get the quarterback of the future that I think I can help, groom. Hey, man, so be it. But Aaron, it's too early for that, brother. It's way, way, way too early for that. You do not want to move Luke Getsy this early, man. The offense has already been put together in the offseason. They had OTAs, they had training camp. I don't want to see it. And if we fire him, who's calling the O? Is it Joe Philbin? Is it Scott Turner? Like who's calling the O? You know what I mean? I think this isn't a Bo Hardigree, Josh McDaniels type situation. I think if you move Luke Getsy, the offense gets worse. So, hey, salute to my guy Aaron, man. As always, appreciate you, brother. Top, hey man, if he can't get it together, I agree with you, brother. I agree. Salute to Terry, my dog. We need to upgrade from Waffle House to Denny's, man. Hey man, let him know. Let him know. Salute to my guy Terry on the $2 donation. Salute to my brother Hammer in the building as well. My dog. Let me see. Got a lot of people here in the building, man. It's moving and grooving. Jack Jones. Salute to Mando. Power run, no more zone. Hey, man. I think we have the personnel for that power scheme even more than that zone scheme. And we've tried to do this year in and year out, switching up and doing this and doing that. The O-line going to work, is going to zone, is going to power. I think realistically, if you're going to make Zamir White your workhorse back, if we're not going to do this thing by committee, he is a power run system guy. So I agree with you. Now, if you want to keep it zone, make Alexander Madison, Dylan Laube, and Amir Abdullah your guys. They're more shifty. They have more vision than Zamir, and they can get active in the passing game as well. And Graham, people are going to say that, I'm biased. I agree. That is a kid that all he needs is reps, man. All he needs is reps. McCormick is a dog. I would love to see him out there getting some burn right now if these guys continue to shit the bed, especially against Cleveland this week, man. If we can't get the ground game going this week, something needs to change. I would love to see Sincere McCormick called up, seeing Dylan Laube getting some burn. Look, you used the draft pick on him. You're not using him in special teams. He's not even active. At some point, are we going to see him? Put Tyreek McAllister out there. Get him some burn. Something needs to change. And if it's not the scheme, then it needs to be the personnel. Because what we're using right now is not working with this. He's getting there, though. He's getting there. Can't get right. He's already getting there. We've already seen Amari Gainer out there getting some burn. And Hug, that's what's so crazy, bro. It's like he's not even active. This kid went out there against the Niners, put 2 touchdowns up, was balling, man, was phenomenal in special teams. We need some guys to go out there and make some plays. Like, how do you keep playmakers off the football field? Like, I just at least activate them. Like, what are we doing? Today, we elevated Sam Webb. He is on the active roster now. The past few weeks, we elevated him at the corner spot. He's looked pretty good. I'm not going to act like he wasn't. But you're keeping guys like that up when you have guys that are playmakers that can change the trajectory of the game. You can bring up a Sam Webb to be a rotational depth cornerback, but you can't bring up guys like Tyreek McAllister or Dylan Laube that can take one to the crib at any given moment? What the fuck are we doing? Let's just not play these dynamic playmakers. Let's just run with what we have and just continue to try and fit these squares and these circled holes. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. McAllister and Laube, who would you make inactive? You know what's funny, man? You guys know how much I love Dylan, and I think that Dylan could be one of those guys. But McAllister is a guy that in special teams, he can run back some kicks for you. He can play some receiver. You can line him up in the backfield. I'm going to be honest. If you had to activate one of them, I'm going with McAllister. And I love Dylan. I want to see them both active. I want to see both of them active. But if I had to choose right now someone that can give us a spark from multiple, as a versatile playmaker, I'm gonna go with Tyreek McAllister. Bro, I don't know if there's an issue with ball security with those two guys. We don't know. How will we know? I'll tell you one thing, but we're not hearing these beat writers reporting that, so-and-so fumbled again, or so. Look, bro, Wasted, we have a lot of eyes out there that hit us up every day at practice. Let us know what they're seeing. Let us know. I'm not hearing about Tyreek McAllister and Dylan fumbling the football over and over and over again. I seen Dylan fumble the football in preseason one time, definitely. And if they give up on him after that, that's nasty work. So I don't know, man. Salute to my brother, man. LV Maximus in the building as well. Big bro, my father himself, the official security of Mount Shillmore, my guy. Raider Clan, man. Josh McDaniels has never left, brother. Josh McDaniels has never left. Something about that nice screenplay on 3rd and long. Nothing like it. Oh, yeah, Wasted. I know, bro. You a hater, bro. You a hater, bro. Salute to my brother. I can't wait for the Graphk and Wasted show this week. We're going to have some fun. Definitely going to have some fun this week. You can't say that, Raider Man Rock. You've seen him fumble one time. How can you say that, brother? You've seen him fumble one time. Give me some more examples. This is the shit that kills me in the nation. And Raider Man Rock, you my guy. But put some truth serum into the universe, my brother. A fumbling machine. You've seen him fumble one time. You go back and look at his stats in New Hampshire. That guy didn't fumble the football over and over and over and over again. Give me some examples, brother. Give me some examples, because you can't. You can't. We have one example of him fumbling the football with some terrible blocking in front of him. That is nasty work, Graham. That is disgusting, bro. That's disgusting, man. That is nasty work. Yo, hey, Graham. Hey, man, you knocked down one ugly chick? Man, bro, he be having some ugly assholes around, bro. You gotta stay away from him. He be having some knock down one nasty chick, just one ugly one, and they forget about all the beauties. It's nasty work out here in these streets. Salute to S-Dot. Graphk, hilarious. We got 3 guys in the middle of that line that block like Hunter Renfro. Salute to my dog S-Dot, man. Salute to Xavier. Someone should meme the run, pass, stop it. Throw the damn ball to open up the run. Our weak run scheme needs help, not the pass. AO12, please. Aidan O'Connell season, baby. And we thought we had it, Xavier. We were this close. We were hearing this might be the time that Aidan comes in to see the football. And Ian Rappaport comes out and says, not just yet, Grasshopper. Not just yet, Grasshopper. Yeah, fumbling machine. That's crazy. It's nasty work, man. That shit is definitely not leather, bro. Yeah, man, you knocked one chubby one down, bro, and you forget about all the baddies, bro. That's nasty work. It's disgusting out here in these streets, man. Salute to S-Dot, my dog. People saying if we switch to power style or run style, no weight dragon style, no weight drunken fist style. It don't matter what style. They cannot push a shopping cart. They got to get that, bro, except powers. Salute. I love what S. Dot brings to the chat, bro. S. Dot is a GOAT. He is going to ride that offensive line wave. My man's, hey, look, all in favor of making S. Dot the offensive line coach, firing James Craig and giving S. Dot the job. Put a hand up, man, in the chat, y'all. If you guys are down, put a chat up. Put a hand up. Put a hand up in the chat. I'm all for S. Dot taking over. My brother, I apologize. The my father himself. My last super chat, the series where we ran on 3rd and 7 for 3 yards and a missed pass to Bowers on 4th and long at midfield in a 1-score game. F me. Salute to her. Was there another one, bro? You know, I never want to disrespect, man, the my father himself, bro. Time, the chat flying right now. We got almost 1,200 people in the building. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up if you're not subscribed yet. What are you waiting on? Hit that subscribe button. Salute to my brother Hug, man. I'm worried we wasted our stars. Miller has been dealing with that shoulder a while, and Max with the nasty knee last year, and now the high ankle sprain. Man. Hopefully not, man. Hopefully not, Terry. Hopefully that hopefully, man, we still got some time. Max is still really young. Colton's not that old, man. He's still got a lot. He still got some time left. If he can get over the hump with the shoulder injury, I don't think that. I think the only guy that we may miss the marker on is Devontae Adams. That's it, Terry. And it sucks because we've been wanting him a Raider forever. He was born a Raider, Bay Area guy. We want him to be successful. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, I think the only mark we're going to miss on is going to be the Devontae Adams. I think at some point, Colton Miller will still be there. I think that Max will still be there, and we'll find a way to get it done with some of those. Is Colton a star? I mean, to us, he is, right? National media, he's not. Nationally, he's not, but to us, he is. But I think we're going to be all right. Salute to my guy, Terry, man. Appreciate you, brother. Hey, man, it's early, though. It's early, J.A. It's early, man. We can't say that he turned it around quicker. I mean, those first 2 weeks were tough. He didn't even throw a passing TD, I believe, until yesterday, right? It took till week 3 for him to throw his first touchdown. So let's not jump the gun here and jump out the window and say that Jaden Daniels is the superstar. Did he make some noise in the national spotlight Monday Night Football? He definitely did against the Cincinnati Bengals on the road. Big win by him. But he has to do that consistently. I would have loved to have Jaden Daniels. This is not me trying to shit on the young kid. I think he's going to be a phenomenal talent, but it's way too early to judge if he's turned it around already. It's only week 3. He's 2-1, and he just threw his first touchdown of his career. So, let's pump the brakes a little bit. Salute to Aaron, my dog, as always, becoming a member, man. Appreciate you, brother. Real talk, man. Thank you so much. If you guys want to become a member, like my guy, Raider Aaron, man, hit the link. It's pinned up top. It's one of the best ways to support what we do. T-Wave, I am not ready, bro. Look, I got to eat a lot of crow, man. Tonight's show is going to be nasty work. Ben's going to be able to talk his shit because the Broncos put off a big dub on the road against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, blew them out. Kansas City won again, but, the refs helped them. Chargers lost, so maybe I can pick at Jake a little bit, right? But, yeah, man, it's going to be tough doing this AFC West roundtable, losing to the worst team in the NFL. It's nasty work. Salute to my brother Taino, man. Salute, Graphk. Missed the live, but wanted to say salute to you and the nation. I'll watch from the beginning once it's done. Salute to you, my brother. I appreciate you, man. And appreciate you, all the guys in Shillmore, man. I don't know if you guys know this, but our dog got us a bunch of Raider pimp cups, man. Wasted sending mine, and he's sending his, the Big Mike, back to Cali. Salute to Taino, man. You are the GOAT, bro. They definitely took care of us out there, at Jersey Shore. Taino, you a family, bro. As always, I appreciate you so much, man, my dog. You know what's funny, Hug? I literally asked him, bro. I'll show you the DM right now. I'll pull it up on screen. I asked him if I had any PTO. The group chat, they started saying, is this a safe space? I mean, can we talk about the Raiders right now? And I literally hit him up and just said, yo, do I have any PTO yet? Like, have I accumulated enough hours, to just take off a Tuesday? Because realistically, I would love to anyway, because my son has practice today. Oh, and I got it, he had a big pick Saturday. Loved it. Did I show you guys what he did? I might have to show you guys this pick that my son had. I don't know if I've got an opportunity to show you yet. Missed the game. This kid absolutely cooked. He went out there, man, and played this quarterback like a fiddle. You know, I'm gonna bring it up real quick after I read this super. Salute to B. Your Lender, my dog, man. As always, I appreciate you. After seeing some film breakdown that was being posted, it's definitely not all Getsy. This is facts. Minshew has been an issue as well. Facts, bro. Facts plus tax, bro. You ain't never lied. Real talk. It's way deeper than just Getsy. Salute to my guy. Yeah, when you watch the tape, he's been holding on to the football too long. He's missing wide open guys. Definitely bad. Let me see. Salute to my guy Terry. Plus side, Chargers, still Charger, and Herbert and Slater hurt. And there you have. You already knew at some point the injury bug was gonna attack the Chargers. It happens year in and year out. Let me bring this up real quick, you guys. Salute to everybody here in the building when we still rocking. I'm gonna bring this up. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. You guys aren't subscribed yet. What are y'all waiting on, man? Hit that subscribe button. Boom. Got to show this real quick, man. So proud of my boys, man, and everything that they do. My boy right here in the corner. Let's do it. At the corner. Get on it. Come on, man. Got a stud on the way, man. Telling you. Let's get it. Salute to everybody here in the building. Yes, Cameron, he's a corner / safety. And he's a starting wide receiver as well. That boy, man, he read that quarterback like a book, bro. Read him like a book. Zoop. Give me that. I need all that. Big Mike, you was there with me, bro. You can ask Big Mike. I kept sneaking off and watching the video over and over and over again. I kept going in the elevator and the staircase. I just kept watching it over and over and over because I was pissed that I missed it. But I was still really, really excited that my young pup is out there balling out, man. Grizz, I appreciate that, man. That means a lot. Salute to my brother Big Mike as well. Bro, Big Mike, love you, bro. Had a blast out there, man. Thank you for everything, bro. As always, my dog, Big Mike. And you guys, Big Mike is trying to put something together for all of our family out there in Southern California. We always go to bar anticipation. You know, we always go to these bars in Vegas and stuff like that. Big Mike is working on a Shillmore takeover out there in Southern California. So stay tuned. We don't know if it's going to be this season, maybe late in the season, maybe December. If not, next year for sure. We're putting something together and play for all of our Southern California people, man. We would love to go out there, watch a game with all you guys and kick it, man. So make sure to tap in with my brother, Big Mike Raider. He's out there putting some stuff in motion as always, bro. Salute to Spivey. Don't get stuck in the either either or fallacy. Maybe it's not Minshew or Getsy at fault. Maybe both are at fault. Oh, no, you're right. They're both at fault. Both. Definitely. Raider Clan says gonna need a bigger venue for that one. Facts. And Big Mike got the gout, Ant. That's facts, bro. That's facts. Salute to my brother Spivey, as always, man. My dog, my brother. Salute to Chance. The biggest issue I've seen as a whole for the past 5 years, the Raiders seem to be stagnant. Why can all of our divisional rivals rebound and build better, but we can't seem to get out of our own way? I got to disagree with you, Chance. What has Denver done? They've been one of the worst teams in the NFL these past few years. They haven't been able to get it together. The Chargers have had a shit ton of talent, so much talent. They've wasted Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa's and Derwin James, which he's magically missing a game against the Chiefs. I just find it hilarious that he was suspended one game for NFL conduct policy or whatever the hell it is. But they've wasted superstars primes of their career. The Chiefs are the only team in our division, man, that has been able to consistently put it together. I hear you, Chance, and I'm very upset as well, my brother. I agree that we've been very stagnant. I think that we've hit on some draft picks. I think we've hit on some free agency pickups, the Robert Spillanes of the world, and so on and so forth. We got to get it together. But I disagree with you stating that other rivals have been able to rebound. The Chargers are 2-1 right now. The Broncos are what? 1-2. Chiefs are, undefeated. There's only one team in this division that's consistently good, and that's the Chiefs. And it's been like that for a while. So look to my guy Chance, man. Let me see. Man, I want to say I hate you both equally. Graphk and Mike, miss my dogs, bro. You already know, man. And Big Mike, you ain't never lied, bro. Wasted got fat feet. Facts. And he got a hornet's nest on the back of his neck. Real shit. If y'all ever seen a hornet's nest, Wasted got a whole slew of them shits right here. I was swatting wasps and shit all week long. The fuck? We got a whole hornet's nest. I was at bar anticipation about to hit my. What the fuck? Lit my cigar. Fucking whole hornet just sits on the shit. I'm like, what's going on, man? Like, Wasted, get your hornets. Get them situated, man. It's nasty work out here, man. Salute the heat check. I feel like we need to snag someone's quarterback. Maybe T-Law or Burrow. Both those teams are bad and have been regressing year after year. Would one of the teams want to move on from the quarterback? Trevor Lawrence has looked bad. He's looked bad. Those guys are 0-3. They look terrible. He has not looked good. He's throwing a shit ton of picks too. Burrow, man, with the injuries and stuff like that, he threw for over 300 yards. I think he had about 4 touchdowns yesterday. I didn't watch that game because I was at the airport. But, Cincinnati's not moving on from him. They're working on trying to give, Jamar Chase a new deal. They're probably going to move on from T. Higgins. Their window is slowly closing, but it's not completely done yet. I know they're 0-3, so it looks like it's completely done, but it's not over yet. But it's not as easy to just go out there and try and go get a Trevor Lawrence or a Joe Burrow, man. Jacksonville, I'm not a big fan of Trevor Lawrence. I never really was a big fan of sunshine like that. But I don't believe that the kid has had every opportunity to get. I like Doug Peterson. So I think he has a good coach. I think he's just in a bad situation out there. You know what I mean? Now, could he change the trajectory of his career going elsewhere? Who's to say? But up to this point, why would you want to go trade for Trevor Lawrence? He looks bad. At this point, man, just try and go get your own quarterback of the future. Yeah, Insider, yeah, he's not leaving at all. He's not leaving at all. Peyton, T. Higgins could be a Raider if we lose Tay. Me personally, if we move on from Tay, I don't want to pay another wide receiver big time money. Go draft one. Get you a rookie deal with a young guy that you can bring in. You got Jacoby still. You got Trey Tucker still on his rookie contract. Why pay for a big time wide receiver when you don't even have a quarterback? Find a quarterback first. The last thing I want to do is just do the whole Raiders shit and go get a big name wide receiver. We did it with Randy Moss. It didn't work. We did it with AB. It didn't work. We've done it with Devontae Adams to this point. It hasn't worked. Go find a quarterback. Don't pay. And I love T. Higgins. That's one of my most underrated wide receivers in the NFL. But I'm not paying him $20+ million to come in to be the guy. Let me see. Jenny's stupid. Your new default picture is diabolical, fam. Diabolical. Wasted, I hate you, bro. I hate you, bro. I got my one Raider tooth, bro. What you mean? I got my silver and black joint, dog. What you mean, man? Some of us ain't grow up with benefits, Mr. Wasted Talent. Salute to my brother, man. You ain't shit. Let me see. Salute the heat check once again. I feel like we're in win now mode. That's why I believe we need to snag someone's veteran quarterback who isn't happy or the team wants to move on. I mean, realistically, are we in win now mode? How are we in win now mode? You're the worst running football team in the NFL. Your O-line can't get this shit together. The defense just shit the bed against the worst offense in the NFL. I mean, realistically, he checking you, my dog, but how are we ready to win now? Because we have Devontae and Max on the roster? I don't know. How are we in win now mode? We have Gardner Minshew at quarterback. Any team that has Gardner Minshew at quarterback is not in win now mode, my brother. I'm sorry. Salute to Terry. O-line should be priority or it won't matter who we have. This is facts. This is facts. I think next draft, man, go get you a quarterback. Find you a receiver at some point because we probably will move on from Devontae. Find you a receiver in those first 3 rounds and go offensive line. I think we'll be pretty stacked at linebacker for years to come. We'll pay Spill. We have Tommy on a rookie deal. Luke Masterson on a rookie deal. Amari Gaynor is a UDFA. He'll be back. We have a lot of young guys there. Jack Jones, rookie deal. Jacorian Bennett, rookie deal. You know, then you let Trayvon Merrick walk. Let him walk. You have Palomali you can bring back. Young won't cost you a lot. Trey Taylor, rookie deal. Chris Smith, rookie deal. You know, there's so many ways that you can go out. I think the defense will be okay. Max is under contract. Christian Wilkins is under contract. You can bring Malcolm Koonce back next year on a cheap, inexpensive deal to be the guy on the opposite of Max Crosby. You know what I mean? Adam Butler, you can bring him back potentially, you know, on another one-year deal. He loves it being in Vegas. John Jenkins, I think, will retire. But I think you can say you can afford to go all out on your offensive line and a quarterback in this next year's draft. All facts. Oh, shit. What did he say about Hammer? Yo, he borrowed Nicki Minaj's G. You ain't shit, man. I hate y'all, man. Yeah, anybody that's 1-2 has the worst ground game in the league and loses to the Carolina Panthers, you can never be in win now mode. There's just no way. There's no way. It's like at that point, you know, I'm the most optimistic Raider fan that some of you guys probably even know. And I wouldn't even lie to you. I would say no shit like that. Now, should we be in win now mode? I'll agree with you on that point. We should be in win now mode with the likes of Devontae Adams in his 30s, Max Crosby getting up there, and there's $100 million allocated to Christian Wilkins. Yes, you should be in win now mode, but realistically, we're not. We're not paying Tay $44 million in 2000. We're not. And 2026, we're not. Let him go and go get us a legit quarterback. Mahomes wins with any wide receiver. We need O-line be helped before wide receiver. Well, he also wins with an Andy Reid. That's one person that a lot of people tend to recognize when talking about Patrick Mahomes. I'm one of the people in the minority that feels like if Patrick Mahomes would win anywhere else, he could have been a great quarterback. He's a great quarterback regardless, but Andy Reid is the one that got that out of him. So I agree with you in a sense. He does win with pretty much anything at wide receiver, but he also has a great creative mind in Andy Reid. Still to my guy, Sweet Jazz. Terry, I'm sick. We didn't get Simmons. What Simmons are you talking about? What Simmons are you talking about? Terry? I want to know, there's multiple Simmons. I want to know what Simmons you're talking about. He said Gene Simmons, bruh. Richard Simmons, bruh. Y'all stupid, man. Oh, Justin Simmons. What did I say, Terry? What did I say? And people said I was crazy. Why would you add him to an already stout? Because he'd be the best player in that room. Hey, some of y'all were saying I was crazy. Why would you go overpay to bring in a Justin Simmons? Well, look, Trey Taylor's on the IR. Marcus Epps is gone for the season. Palomar is now your starter opposite of Trayvon Merrick on a rookie contract. His deal is up this year, and he hasn't looked good by any means. Damn. Yo, salute to Tailgate. Yeah, that exactly. Desert says Russell Simmons. He's hiding in Bali somewhere, bro. He's ducking allegations right now, Desert. Russell Simmons wants no smoke with the Raiders. He don't want no smoke with America. That man is in Bali hiding out, doing yoga and shit. That man is creating new poses in yoga. He's doing shit that I've never even seen before. It's crazy. Doxic, baby. Doxic. Salute to Fred Hammond for creating that. Salute, man, to everybody here in the building. I'm not going to go too much into the Browns game, you guys. We got all week to talk about that. Kind of wanted to just smother this team a little bit about this Carolina loss. It's nasty work. Disgusting. Once again, I mean, we can go back to the tails of the tape, you guys. This was a nasty, nasty game all across the board. 55 rushing yards. It's not going to get it done. Zamir White carried the football 10 times, only averaged 3.4, clipped 34 yards on the ground. I mean, you had 296 receiving yards. Trey Tucker leading the pack, 7 receptions for 96 yards and a touchdown. A lot of that came in garbage time with Aidan O'Connell coming in as quarterback, and he was 9 for 12 on that drive. Threw the football around all over the place, 82 yards, 6.8 a clip. He did throw a touchdown, which was to Trey Tucker. He was sacked once, lost 12 yards on a play, a QBR of 93.7 on that last drive where we scored. The defensive side of the football, once again, you guys, we struggled. We did have 2 sacks. Christian Wilkins and Charles Snowden, they split one, and then I believe it was Nate Hott. Well, who was on the other one? No, it was Robert Spillane. Spillane on the other one. So we're still struggling to get to opposing quarterbacks. Outside of Max Crosby and then this game where Spill had one and Christian Wilkins and Snowden split one, we're still having an issue getting to the quarterback. The defensive line was supposed to be one of the biggest parts of this team. That was supposed to be the heart and soul of this team. And we're getting gashed in the ground game. We're not getting to the quarterback. A lot of us are killing Gardner Minshew. A lot of us are killing Luke Getsy in that O-line, right? Rightfully so. But when are we going to start directing some of this energy to the defensive line, you guys? Like, real talk. Christian Wilkins is going into week 4. He has a half a sack. Pause if necessary. We're not getting any pass rush, opposite of Max and Christian Wilkins. And on the other side, Janarius Robinson, 0, nil, nothing. Charles Snowden has a half a sack. That's nasty work. Tyree Wilson, once again, nasty work. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here, man? We have to give some of this fault to that defensive line, you guys. Just because Max is there and Christian Wilkins is there, we need to direct some of that negative energy, some of that real shit. We need to direct it their way. That defensive line is not holding up their end of the bargain, you guys. J.K. Dobbins, big day on the ground against us. The defensive line surrendered. Week 2, we kept them in track for most part. Derrick Henry didn't have a great game. Lamar Jackson didn't have a great game on the ground. We figured it out in week 2, and then boom, week 3, you just allow Chuba Hubbard and company to just absolutely fry you in the passing game and in the ground game. That D-line needs to get the shit together. They need to get the shit together. We need more pressure on quarterback. Put more pressure on the quarterback. I understand that Max is dealing with some injuries, but Christian Wilkins, you're getting paid a lot of money, man. Get to the quarterback. What are we doing? Salute the Raider OG, man. Ayo, Graphk. Wasn't Jack the one on the rookie for having a joke in training camp and pulled a Peters and tackling, get up and get down or sit down, Jack? Salute. There's 2 ball head nuts from Sack, Sebo, and the homie Graphk. And we're from the same neighborhood. Salute, man, to Sebo, the legend. Love my guy, Sebo. Salute to OG, my dog. I appreciate you, brother, man. Real talk, man. My guy. Yeah, Jack, man. Jack got his get together, man. He had a real Marcus Peters moment against the Carolina Panthers. It was disgusting. It was disgusting. But yeah, you guys, I'm gonna get out of here, man. I got some time to spend with the family. I was away from them for 3-4 days. Got to get ready for my son's football practice. We will be live tonight, you guys. AFC West Roundtable, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you guys pull up. I need y'all help tonight. I'm about to get deep fried. I'm about to get cooked. I'm about to get absolutely obliterated by my counterparts over there at the AFC West Roundtable. I need y'all to hit the chat and hold me down, baby. Hold me down. Hold me down. tonight. We're gonna have some fun over there, you guys. And yeah, man, we're gonna talk some shit. On the way out, salute to George. Graphk, do you believe Wilkins needs to get busy this Sunday? Real talk. Yes. Especially with Max being hurt, dealing with that ankle injury, we need him to step up. He is the next highest paid player on that D line. He is a Pro Bowl, all pro talent, type talent coming over from Miami. He definitely needs to step it up. We need him to get to the quarterback, not once, but maybe twice this upcoming game. Get to Deshaun Watson quick, fast, and in a hurry. Yes, George. Definitely, my brother. Salute to you. Appreciate you as always. And salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history once again. And salute to our proud partners, proud sponsors. This show was powered by BetUS, you guys. Make sure you head over to BetUS. Use the promo code YouTube150 to get 150% on your first deposit and 125% on your next 2 deposits for up to $2,000. Fastest payouts in the industry. Go over there, use promo code YouTube150. Tell them Graphk sent you. Other than that, you guys, love y'all. Appreciate you. I hope to see you guys tonight at the AFC West Roundtable. And Graphk and Wasted will be live this week. I know me and Big Mike will probably be active at some point. Me and Hammer, we're going to be active all week long. Salute to you guys. I know it sucks that we lost to a terrible, terrible football team. We are Raiders. We're here thick and thin, right? We're going to be here regardless. Some days we're going to celebrate. Some days we're going to praise these guys. Some days we're going to absolutely shit all over them. When you deserve it, you deserve it. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'm out. One.